A few weeks ago, we took the three worst teams in the Western Conference and combined them to see if together they could win an NBA championship. And in today's video, we're doing the same thing, but with the three worst Eastern Conference teams. So the three teams we are going to be combining together are the Atlanta Hawks, who are currently 13th in the East with the record of 6-19. The Cleveland Cavaliers, who are 14th in the East with the record of 5-19. Cavs do play tonight. We'll see if they get a W. They're currently on an 8-loss streak. And then finally, the worst team in the East, the New York Knicks, who are 5-20. And they finally won a game last night against the Golden State Warriors after almost blowing a 22-point lead. So here we are in NBA 2K20. We got our roster, the Eastern worst, and pretty much what we've done is put the best players from the Knicks, Cavs, and Hawks all together on the same team. And let's just go over the roster we have. So our highest rated player is Trae Young at an 89 overall. Then we got John Collins, Kevin Love, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, Tristan Thompson, Marcus Morris, Jabari Parker, Colin Sexton, Larry Nance, Jordan Clarkson, RJ Barrett, Bobby Portis, Elfrid Payton, Kevin Huerter, and that is going to be our squad right there. We got a ton of power forwards on the team. It's going to be a little hard to simulate, and we didn't even take all of the Knicks power forwards either. We would have had even more. So checking out our starting lineup, this is just what the coach put in. He's probably going to screw it up during the season. We got Trae Young, Jordan Clarkson, Marcus Morris, John Collins, and Tristan Thompson all starting. Our sixth man is going to be Kevin Love. Then we got Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, RJ Barrett, and Colin Sexton coming off the bench. Unfortunately, we got 50 power forwards, so it's going to be tough for this team to actually do pretty good this season. In terms of coaching, our first scoring option is going to be Trae Young, and I actually want to play through him because he's really our only hope at doing very good this season. All in all, the team is not bad at all, but I think if we play through Trae Young, that gives us the best bet to actually go ahead and win here, because our next three best players are all power forwards, and then some centers. That kind of just messes everything up. But let's just get right into the simulation. I'll put a vote on screen right now and vote whether or not you think this team can win an NBA championship. Let's just get right into this. All right, we made it to the end of the season. A pretty good season for our three worst teams here. They end up going 47-35. So they are going to make playoffs this season. Let's see if anybody got any awards. And no, nobody getting any awards here. Maybe somebody will be on these all-NBA teams. Nobody on the first team, nobody on the second team, and nobody on the third team either. So none of our players actually getting on these all-NBA teams. Trae Young did end up making it on the reserves for the all-star team on Team Giannis. Going over to our player stats, Trae Young going to be our lead scorer, 26 points per game. Of course, we have been playing through him. He's also going to be leading for assists per game. We got Jordan Clarkson second, 15.2 points per game. Kevin Love, Marcus Morris, and we can just go down the list here. Check out everybody. A few of our players not getting really any minutes at all. Tristan Thompson going to lead for rebounds per game. Kevin Love's not doing amazing this season. We would like to see him do a little bit better. But for the playoffs, I am actually going to go ahead and switch John Collins with Kevin Love, since Kevin Love seems to be doing a little better. And then the Eastern worst, on here it shows them as the 6th seed, but in the actual playoffs, they are the 7th seed. So they're going to be having to face off against the Boston Celtics here in the first round. It should be interesting to see how this goes. I think this is probably their best matchup, the Celtics. But let's just get right into this and see what they can do. Celtics take a 1-0 lead. Celtics take a 2-0 lead. Celtics take a 3-0 lead. Are you kidding me? This team is getting destroyed. And on the verge of elimination, game number 4, Eastern worst, down by 1 point with 37 seconds left. So let's see if they can come back here and possibly get a little bit of a comeback. We got our custom jerseys, custom court, all of that good stuff. Trae Young inside for the easy spinning layup. Not easy, but he does take the lead right there. Probably the worst part about this team is the defense. They don't really have any good defenders on the team, so let's see if they can get a final stop here to clutch this game and finally get a W. Kemba Walker inside. No good, and they're going to have to foul here. John Collins at the line. First shot is no good. And the second shot, he's got to hit this, and he bricks it. John Collins choking there. The Celtics can actually go ahead, take a lead right here. Possibly win the game. Looks like they're just going to run down the clock, put up a last-second shot. And here's Marcus Smart from 3. That is no good. Daniel Theus inside, and no good. And the Eastern Worst finally going to get a game here. And game number 5, the Celtics with a 10-point lead here. They're going to go ahead and beat the Eastern Worst, moving on to the second round. So the 3 worst teams in the East combined cannot even get past the first round of the playoffs. So I'm actually going to go ahead and add one more team to the list. The 4th worst team in the East is the Washington Wizards with a record of 7-16. So we're going to add their best players to the team, and I'm going to try to make it where we don't have 30 power forwards on the team and have more of an all-around pretty solid squad. So I'll see you guys again with the new roster. All right, so we have added the best Wizards players to the team now. So now on the squad, we also have Bradley Beal, Thomas Bryant, and Rui Hachimura. Really only one player that is going to be starting added to the team, and of course that being Bradley Beal. Other than that, the Wizards don't really have many great players because of course John Wall is injured, so he's not going to be included on the roster because the Wizards wouldn't be doing as bad if they did have John Wall. So checking out our starting lineups now, we got Trae Young at point guard, Bradley Beal at shooting guard, Marcus Morris, Kevin Love, and Tristan Thompson as our starting 5. So after adding the Wizards to the team, they do so much better, getting 60 wins on the season. This actually might give them the first seed in the East. Again, nobody making it on the All-NBA teams, and they do have the first seed in the East, 60 wins. So they might actually have a pretty good chance at winning the NBA championship this season. Let's just go over to player stats. Trae Young, still our lead scorer, 24.4 points, but now we got Bradley Beal helping up. He puts up 18 points per game. So that's going to help out quite a bit. We don't have as many power forwards playing, but still quite a few. Rebounds per game, Kevin Love going to be up on top there, and Trae Young with the most assists per game. So let's just hop into the playoffs here, up against the Miami Heat in the first round. Let's see how it goes. See if they can at least win the East here. The West is a whole different challenge in order to beat the best Western Conference team, but the Heat tie it all up. It's 2-2. And the Eastern Worst taking the 3-2 lead. And there we go. They win in game number 7. It had to go to game 7 there. Almost getting eliminated. Up next, they are facing off against the Brooklyn Nets, taking a 2-0 lead, 3-0 lead. And is it going to be a sweep? Nope. The Nets get a game. And there we go. 4-1 victory over the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know why the Heat did so much better. Because it's uninjured rosters, so the Nets have both Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. But in the NBA Finals, they're going to be facing off against the Boston Celtics. Of course, the Celtics eliminating them last time without the Wizards. Let's see how much this changes. The Celtics, it's tied up, 3-2 lead now for our team. And they finish them off, winning 4-2, making the NBA Finals, and they are up against the LA Lakers, their hardest challenge yet. They take a 2-1 lead, but then the Lakers tying it up 2-2, a 3-2 lead here, and a super close game 6. If they win this, they win the NBA championship, up by 1 point, and they get an 8-second violation. I have never seen that happen before. That did not make a lot of sense. They're up by 1 point with 54 seconds left. Just had a turnover right there. It's going to be tough for them to win. We got Trae Young, Bradley Beal, Kevin Love, RJ Barrett, and Tristan Thompson in the game right now. LeBron James getting inside for the easy dunk. Now here's our Eastern Worst. Down to Tristan Thompson with the dunk. I mean, but quite a bit of improvement. Pretty much just adding Bradley Beal because he was really the only Wizard to be playing here, but he's having an insane season so far this year for the Wizards. So it makes sense how he improved the team quite a bit. They score right here. This might secure them the W. Trae Young with the ball. Time winding down. Let's see what he's going to do. Getting a screen. Just got to put up the tough three. That is no good. The Lakers have one more chance to force a Game 7. So Lakers here with the ball. 2.4 seconds to score. Rondo with the ball. Deep three, in and out. And the Eastern Worst are going to win the NBA championship here. Weren't able to do it with the 3 worst teams combined in the East, but with the 4 worst teams in the Eastern Conference, they were able to win an NBA championship. Let's find out who's going to win Finals MVP. It'd be funny if Bradley Beal actually ended up getting it, because he wasn't even part of the original team. But I think it might go to Trae Young. There they are holding up that trophy. And Trae Young is going to get Finals MVP right there. Checking out Trae Young's stats, 21.3 points per game, 3.3 rebounds, and 7.2 assists. He also shot really good from the field as well as the three-point line. That's going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. This has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone in progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the